Hi, this is a showcase for my passion project, which is an interpreter written in C++, and it interprets a language that I created. The interpreter is called Tiny, and the language is also called Tiny. It was written in maybe a month in total, maybe spread out a little. And today I'm going to show you how it works based on interpreting a file. This is the file that we will be interpreting. This is how the language looks. It may not be something you're used to. And yeah, to run this file, we'll run this command, which is the standard execute the script, and then we give it an argument to the file path. We run it, and we get first log file created, which we'll get to in a second. Then we input the comment from the file. Tiny outputs, hey, I got a comment. Then we input the second comment from a file, which is this one. And then it outputs the same comment. Then we input the command hello, and it outputs hello world, which is basically the hello world program. Why did it pause? Because we have an empty line here, and empty lines in Tiny mean pausing. To unpause, we just hit enter. Received empty token queue because we didn't give it any command. And then we read the next comment, which is line 5. Then we try to create a vint, which is a variable integer. It's called a, and it has the value of 10. Tiny outputs confirms that we've created a variable named a with the value of 10. Then we create a cint, which is a constant integer named b with the value of 5. Next, we can press enter, and we try to perform a math operation. A plus b equals 15, because 10 plus 5 equals 15. Next, we can assign last to a new variable. Last is a special keyword, which has the last operation value, the output of the last operation stored in it, which in this case was 15. We can output the value of C. We can change the value of A, which now will be overwritten as 20. We can subtract B from A. We can rename C to total, and we also get the value printed as well. We can confirm that total is equal to 15. And we can delete the variable A, which will output this, which means we've deleted it. We can try to access it, though it will give out an error, a soft error. It won't freeze or crash the program. That it doesn't exist because we've deleted it. Next, we can output just the value of the last keyword, which will still be 15 because the last thing we checked was total and it was 15. We can use the command clear, which will output cleared state. This means that everything is initialized, basically. We try to access last, and it's initialized to 0. Then we do a math operation 2 minus 4 is minus 2. Then we attempt an invalid math operation, which is using 3 tokens. Tiny only allows you to use 2 tokens at once, which is a feature, not a bug. Then we can exit the program through the exit command. It says file read complete. and the file output is -2. Why -2? Because last is equal to -2, and the last math operation we did was here, and it output -2. If we were to give this command without the comment keyword, the program would finish. It would close the interpreter, but since this is commented out, we don't actually exit the program. We can still use this. We can still access last, which is still -2, even outside of the file reading. We can still create variables, or we can't access any because we cleared and then we didn't create any more, but you could access more variables if you didn't clear them first from the file. They're still in memory. If we really want to exit at this point, we can write the exit command, and it will say goodbye, and it closes the interpreter. Now, about the log files. We have some log files here. This is the last log file. It first says log file initialized. Why? Because we use the clear command here. So it initialized. This is a timestamp, which is year, month, day, and time. And then it outputs all the commands until exit, which is over here. We got last, which is this last. Then we got 0 here, 2 minus 4 and -2, which is here, and all the way down to exit. After exit, it outputs terminated to the log file, and it closes the log file, so it will no longer edit this file ever. This is a closed session. If we try to open Tiny once again, maybe without the argument for the file, it will create a new log file. It will say log file created, and in a second we'll add a few commands, and I'll show you that it updates real time. We can say hello. This isn't necessary. We can create a vint a equals 5, cint b equals 2, and we can do a times b is 10, b times -3 is -6, and let's use the last command, last plus a is equal to -1, because -6 plus 5 is -1. Then we can do exit and open this, and it will still have everything recorded here. But this file is log file created, and the other one has initialized. Initialized means that the state was cleared at some point. If we were to analyze this output, the output would be -1, because that's the last output of the file. So when we're free running it like this, we don't necessarily get the output, because it basically acts as a just-in-time. Whereas in the file interpreting, it actually says file read complete and output of -2, which we can then analyze with any other program, like in Python, to read, check if the line is starting with this, and then get the output like this. Is this the most efficient way of doing math? Probably not, but it's a way that I created that works for me. And if you want to add more onto this, feel free. This is the GitHub page. And this is the documentation if you want to refer how the language works. You have an example script here, which is, I think, identical to this one. It should be, which we run earlier today. And yeah, even if you just want to have fun for a few minutes, I strongly urge you to download and compile, and maybe it will inspire you to create your own interpreter or work further on this one if you don't want to start over. Or maybe you can show this to someone who wants to start programming, but they're not necessarily so keen as to start with C++ itself. This might be an introductory point, which will kickstart their programming career. Thank you for your attention, and maybe see you next time if I decide to make another project like this. Thank you for your time, and till next time.